What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video we're going to be drawing Dreadbear from Five Nights at Freddy's. And we're going to get started at the top of our page with the lower edge of the brow. So let's move over to the left side. We're going to draw a curve that comes down in the middle and then back up on the right side. Now from the ends we want to draw an angled line that goes up and in. So let's start on the left. We go up and in towards the top of the brow. Now we're going to connect the tops with a curve going up in the middle and then back down. Now we're going to tuck the eyes in underneath the brow. So over on the left side, I'm going to draw a circle. So underneath the edge of the brow, curve around. We'll just bring that up on the inside. Now leaving a gap in the center, we're going to do the same thing on the right. So let's go over to the right side, curve down to the same height, and then back up on the outside. We're going to draw the nose in between the eyes. Starting from the inside edge of the left eye, we're going to curve up and then down on the right. And from the ends, we're going to draw a short line coming down. Now let's close off the bottom with a curve. Coming down and then back up. We're going to fill the nose in black. From the center of the nose at the bottom, we're going to draw a straight line coming down towards the bottom of the muzzle. Now from here, we're going to draw an angled line going down and out towards the left, and then the right. Let's move back up towards the bottom corner of the nose. We're going to curve up underneath the eye, round out the muzzle, and then back in towards that inside of that line. Let's go up into the eye, round out the muzzle. Now we're just going to pull that in. And we do the same thing on the right side. From the corner of the nose, we're going to go up towards the eye, round out the muzzle, and then come in. Now let's add in the eye socket. From the bottom of the eye, I just want to taper this going out and up underneath the brow. And do the same thing on the right side. Let's fill that in black. Now I'll move to the inside of the eye, just above the nose, curve in and then up, and we're going to fill that in black. Now we're going to add a split on the right side muzzle. So we start at this bottom point, we're going to curve out, and then back in towards the top. Now from the top, we just want to taper this down towards the bottom of the muzzle. Let's add the top row of teeth. Over on the left side, just underneath the muzzle, we'll draw a straight line coming down. Do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to connect those 2 points with a curve coming down and then back up on the right. Now let's separate the teeth. Starting from the center, we draw a straight line coming down. Now I'm going to draw 3 more lines on either side. So we step over, draw 1 line, go to the right, do that again on either side, and then 1 more time on the left and right. Let's move out and draw on the sides of the cheek. Starting from this point in the brow, we're going to step out, we're going to curve out the cheek, round it out, and then pull that in towards the bottom edge of the muzzle. Let's do the same thing on the right. We're going to step out, curve out the cheek, round it out, and then pull that in. Now going back to the top, we're going to curve this in and then up towards the top of the head. We're just pulling this straight up. Just going to line them up from left to right. And then we want to connect those 2 points with a curve. Going up the middle, and then back down on the right. Let's add some stitches over on the right cheek. Starting from the side of the muzzle, I'm going to curve up and then out. I'm just going to add the stitches, drawing a short line going over that center line. Let's add the hat on top of the head. So over on the left side, we're going to draw 1 short line, go to the right, and do the same thing. Connect the tops with a curve, going up the middle, and then back down on the right. Now let's draw on the top of the hat. From the top corner, we're going to step in, draw an angled line going up and out, go to the right, step in, go up and out towards the right, and then we'll connect the top with a curve. Let's add a stitch line across the top of the hat. Starting from left, we're going to curve up and out towards the right, and then we'll add those stitches, just leaving an even space gap in between. Now we're going to move to the side and add in the ears. From this top point in the head, we're going to step out, start with a point. From this point, we're going to go straight out with a short line, and we're going to go up. And from here, we're going to curve out and then down. And then from here, we're going to draw a straight angle line coming down and then in. And then we're going to connect this bottom line to the top with a curve, going in and then up. Now let's move over towards the right. From this top point, we're going to step out, draw a straight line coming down. Now from the bottom, we'll go straight out. Let's go back to the top and go up and then out. We're going to curve out and then down towards the right. And we're going to connect the top and bottom with a straight line. Now let's connect the ears to the head. From this top point, we're going to step down. We're going to draw an angle line coming down and in behind the head. We'll step down and draw that twice. Let's do the same thing on the right side. And then we're going to add some stitches along the ear. Starting from that inside point, curve out and then down, and then I add a few stitch lines. Let's move down and draw on the lower jaw. So from the top of the teeth on the outside, we're going to draw almost like a circle. Go around and in towards the bottom, and then pull that back up and in on the right side. Now let's draw the inside edge of the mouth. From the bottom corner of the teeth, we're going to curve down and in, but the spacing is going to get a little bit wider as you come in towards the middle. And down, pull that in. And you can see that the spacing is a lot wider than on the outside. Continue up on the right, and just tuck that in behind the teeth. And now we're going to trace this curve on the inside row of the teeth. Let's separate out the teeth. Starting from the center, we're going to start with one straight line. We're going to move over towards the left. We're going to angle down and out towards the left, and then the right. And we're going to continue. Go out. We're going to angle up further. Go up. Pull that in. And then one more time. Let's fill the inside of the mouth in black. Now let's add two bolts on the side of the jaw. Right on the inside, we're going to draw a straight line going out. Now we're going to step down, draw that same length line, so it lines up on the outside. And then just underneath the muzzle, you come straight down over those two lines. Go back out from the top and bottom. And then close off the end with a straight line. Let's do the same thing over on the right. Starting in between the top and lower jaw, we go out, we step down, draw another line going out. Now just underneath the cheek, let's draw a straight line coming down. From the top we'll go out, same thing along the bottom, and then we'll close off the end. Now we're going to add the end of the bolt. From the top we're going to step down, draw a short line going out, same thing with the bottom. We'll go up, we'll go out, and then we'll close off the end. Let's do the same thing on the right. Alright, now that we got the head, let's work our way down the body. We're going to start with the upper torso first. So over on the left side, just underneath the jaw, curve out and then down. We go over to the right and do that same thing. Now we want to break up the bottom edge of the torso. So we're going to start on the outside, we're going to come down and in with a straight line, go up and in. Just going to work our way over towards the right side with this jagged line. Coming down, up, come down a little bit further. We'll flatten this one off. Go up. Now we're just going to pull this out towards the outside of the body. Let's add a stitch line on the left side of the body. Starting out here, we're going to curve up and in, and then add a few stitch lines. Now we're going to separate out the lower torso. From here, we're going to step down, we're going to draw a curve, going out and then back in. We'll do the same thing on the right. From here, we'll step down, curve out, and then in. Now from the bottom, we'll draw a straight angled line coming down and in towards the center point. We'll go up on the right side. And then we're going to break up the top edge of the lower torso. So let's start on the outside, we'll come down and in, go up, and come all the way across, go up, straight across, and down, and now we're going to go up toward the top on the right side. Now we're going to connect the top and bottom with the spine. So from the center, we're going to step out towards the left, draw a straight line coming down, go to the right, and draw another straight line. Now from the left side, we're going to draw a curve, coming down and up towards the right, step down, and draw that twice. I want to show the back of the body in behind. So along this line, we're going to come down, and just pull that up. We're going to fill that in black. Let's move over towards the right. So from here, we're going to step up, and down, and then up, and then we'll fill that in black. Let's do the same thing along the bottom. So we're going to move out, go up, and then down, and then we'll fill that in black. And we'll do that one more time. So out here, we'll go up, and then down, and we'll fill that in. Let's move back up and add the bow tie. Now this is going to get tucked in underneath the chin. So in the center, we're going to draw a half circle, going down and up. And then from the bottom left, we're going to angle down and out toward the left, and then the right. And then we're just going to pull this straight up underneath the chin. Now we're going to move down and draw on the upper thigh. Starting from the bottom of the hip, we're going to curve out, and then in. And the same thing on the right. And then from the bottom, we're going to draw a straight line coming in to right about there. We want to leave a gap in the center. Do the same thing on the right. Let's draw the inside of the leg. From the left, we're just going to draw a short curve coming up and in. And do the same thing on the right. And then we're going to break up the inside edge of the leg. Starting from the left, we're going to come across, go up with an angle, come down, and then we'll go up underneath the lower torso. Let's go to the right. Go up, go down, and then up underneath. Now on either side, we're going to draw two angled lines. From the top, we're going to come down, draw that twice. Now on the right side, we're going to go in the opposite direction. Let's draw on the lower leg. Starting back on the outside, we're going to curve out and then in towards the ankle. And we'll go to the inside, we'll curve in the opposite direction towards the same height. And we're going to close off the bottom with a curve. Starting from the outside, we'll curve down and up, and do the same thing on the right. Let's add a stitch line across the right thigh. Starting from the inside, curve out, and then up, and then we'll add those stitch lines. Moving back towards the inside of the leg, starting from the inside corner, we're going to round out the heel, going in and then back out. And then we're going to round out the bottom of the feet. Starting from the bottom of the heel, curve down, and then up towards the toe. And then from the toe, I want to curve up, and then pull that in towards the bottom corner of the ankle. Let's separate out the toes. From the ankle, we're going to step out, we're going to come in, and then bend that down towards the bottom of the foot. Let's do the same thing on the right. Going in, and then down. Now we're going to separate out the toes. We're going to draw two curves on the inside. So we're going to start on the outside, curve out and down, step in, we'll draw that twice. I just want to add the kneecap. Starting from the outside, we curve down and up towards the inside of the leg. Now I'm going to move back up and draw on the arms. From the bottom corner of the body, I'm going to step up, start by curving down and then out. We'll line this up on the right and do the same thing. Now I'm going to curve up and out towards the outside of the arm. And we're going to pull that up and then in behind the jaw. Let's draw on the forearm. starting from the inside corner. You start by coming down and then out. And let's go to the outside. We're curving the opposite direction. We go out and then in. And then we'll close off the wrist with a curve. Starting from the outside, we'll come down and then up. Now finally, we're going to add the hands. Starting from the inside corner of the wrist, curve in, and we're just going to bend it out toward the tip of the thumb. Now from the tip of the thumb, we want to taper this up. It gets wider as we come up to right about there. And we're going to add 3 fingers on either side. Starting from the top, curve out, and then down. And we're going to taper that back up, going out and then in. Now we want to layer the second finger in behind. So halfway down, curve out and then down. And then again, we're going to taper that up and then in. And then we're going to do that one more time. Halfway down the side of the finger, we'll curve out and down. Now here, I just want to curve up and in towards the outside of the wrist. We'll do the same thing on the right. And now we're going to separate out the fingers. Start from the top of the finger, curve up and then down toward the inside, and do the same thing to all 3 fingers. We're also going to separate out the thumb. Starting from the top, we'll curve up and then in. And then lastly, we're just going to split the fingers in half. Drawing another curve across each finger and also the thumb. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Dreadbear from Five Nights at Freddy's. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send me your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.